Hello my friends. As promised, we're here to explain to you about all the GPS units that you will be able to obtain through Lunar GPS services. First, we're going to talk about our fleet, automobile, cars, and anything that moves, motorcycles, boats, anything like that that is moving at a faster pace. And the first units we're going to talk about are these two units, and these two units are our fleet and auto units. And Henry is going to explain to us a little bit without all the technicalities of what does each unit do.
Okay, so we have two units in our fleet. We have our basic unit and our most advanced unit. Just because it's a basic unit doesn't mean that its features aren't good features. It tracks exactly the same as our premium unit. The difference is what you can add to it. Now, what do both units have? You could do GPS tracking, live tracking, 1 minute tracking, 2 minute tracking. You could track it.
Yeah, you can track anywhere from 3 minutes to 5 seconds. And all of that is going to become part of a price package that you'll be able to get from us. And the price package really will break down as the 10-second being the most expensive cost to our 3 minutes being our cheapest cost.
Other features we have is geofencing capabilities. What geofencing capabilities is, if one of these units were to leave a target area, let's say a whole city like Houston or your home, you'll be notified as soon as this unit leaves the designated area or enters a designated area.
In other words, you can get these units and put a invisible fence, if you were going to talk about that, an invisible fence, an invisible circle around a specific area, whether it's your warehouse, whether it's your home, whether it's a road. And as soon as the vehicle that these units are installed in leaves that area or changes routes or changes cities, depending on really what you want to do. That circle can be put around anything. It could be put around the street. It could be, again, could be put around a house. And as soon as you break that security circle, then you'll be notified by either a phone call, an alarm, or a text message. Go ahead.
Okay. Other features it has speed tracking. You can see what speed the vehicle is going at any given time. Other features include PTO sensors, cameras that you can view on the fly. We also have temperature sensors, door sensors, seat sensors, ODB sensors for your fault codes. You could check your fault codes remotely. You no longer have to take your vehicle to a mechanic to go check your check engine light.
I think important, the importance of having this particular units installed into your fleet or into your commercial vehicles specifically is the savings that it could represent to the owner of the vehicles, the owner of the company. For example, if you have a driver or several drivers that are in a specific area and you're tracking them, and one of your drivers pulls out to the side of the road and he stops the truck and sits there for a couple of hours running the air conditioning, running your fuel, it's money that you're spending. But with this, as soon as he stops and he stays there for whatever time we program it for you specifically, how long he's going to be sitting there. As soon as he sits there that specific time, you're going to get an alarm on your computer. And it's going to tell you, hey, this truck is now stopped with the engine running for the last 5 minutes and he's not moving, or for an hour or 30 minutes, whatever you set it to be. So these drivers don't have the opportunity to sit, take a break, and steal time and gasoline from you. On the other hand, if he shuts off the engine and he's parked somewhere where he's not supposed to be, then you know he's doing something improper. He's either stealing your time or he's talking to his girlfriend outside of his lunch hour, etc. So these units really, they pay by themselves, correct?
Correct.
And the cost for these units, whether you use your upgrade or not, there is a basic system, which is this one. And this system does a lot of the things that Henry was saying. It gives you miles per hour. It gives you your geofencing,
Estimated fuel consumption.
estimated fuel consumption. It gives you a lot of other features. It gives you a lot of reports. The greatest part about all of our systems is that Lunar GPS owns their own servers, owns their own programming. So we can actually custom tailor the program for your needs. And for my understanding, these units have the easiest program in the market.
Yes, it is.
And you can really customize it mainly to do just about anything you want it to do.
Yeah, we could customize your units based on your needs as a business. The same needs that a cab company needs, it's not the same needs as a tow truck company. Our competitors put your GPS at the same level whether you're a cab company or a tow truck company. That doesn't happen here with Lunar. We custom tailor not only the hardware, but the software and the server and our intervals to what match your needs as a company. That's why we have so many different plans and our competitors have one or two plans.
Another great thing about Lunar GPS is that most of the companies that are out there are sitting on a 2G system. If you go back to the times where we had the cellular phones, 2G phones are way in the past. We have actually bypassed the 3G and we have passed the 4G and now we're on the 4G LTE and soon that's going to be obsolete. The units that they're selling out there are units that are set on a 2G system. They're slower units, their programming is not as good because you cannot add all those features because you don't have the speed to be able to add all those sensors to it. These units do work on a new technology, and you'll be very, very pleased and satisfied with all the products of Lunar GPS. Anything else you want to talk about these units?
Yeah. This day and age, you can't think of this as a cost for your business. This right now in the year 2015 is a need for your company. Those $30 or $25 a month, depending on what plan you get, the reason why I say it's a need is because any incident would cover those costs easily. Like you said, if your employee is sitting with the engine idle, it's gas consumption. That's money out of your pocket. If your employee is somewhere where he's not supposed to be, you're paying him an hourly rate. That's money out of your pocket. If your employee is somewhere where they're not supposed to be and you're supposed to dispatch them across town, that's going to cost you a customer that probably would give you repeat business. The system pays for itself.
And I think if you really take a look at all the benefits that it has, is a great big asset to have it because it saves you money, it saves you time, it saves you customers. And not only that, the actual history that company that is in Miami, which you guys can get reference from them, gets a lot of reports and is able to do a lot of reports where they, for example, the owner of the merchandise that you're carrying wants to see what happened. There's a problem with the merchandise. So they want a history when it left the warehouse A till the time that it got to warehouse B. And you'll be able to see that the truck stopped at each light, that it went this amount of time from one point to another, and it didn't have time to stop to either damage the merchandise or steal the merchandise. And I think that's a great point to have. And like I said, it does have everything that you need. This was prepared. If you ask me a question, I'm gonna tell you yes, we can do it, unless you wanted to fly to the moon. But it does have everything that you want a GPS to do, and it gives you a lot of great assets. But these units also have a backup battery. If somebody steals your automobile and they go and they disconnect your batteries, which is, very customary for a thief to do, these units will still track because they have a backup battery that will last, about another 12 to 24 hours.
Also, on top of that, what these units do, if you were to cut the power on the system, you also get an alert on your system that the external power was cut, and you're on battery power now. So another thing about cost saving is that our system, when you log into our system, you can get live traffic reports and actually reroute your driver in order not to stay in traffic. Okay, it means faster delivery for your customer, saves you on gas, okay, and it gets your driver to where he's supposed to be as fast as possible.
Well, so what you're telling me is that if we have an invisible fence up and down the freeway, and he's supposed to exit on exit 360, and you're looking at it, the dispatch, you have it on your screen up on the top, and you see that there is traffic, you can actually cancel that geofencing and have him just go around it so that he can get to his point a lot faster, which I think that's a great point also. Anything else you want to add?
That's it.
Okay, that's going to be it with our automobile, our fleet truck GPS, and we're going to jump to let's jump to a personal GPS. And this unit is about 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches. It's a great unit. This unit is meant to be used for an older person, basically, because we have other units that we're going to talk about. Or you can put it on a kid's pocket, but this unit has a loop that we can run, a string, a chain, and you can put it around your neck. By the way, and I failed to tell you this, every one of our units have an SOS button, which means that on your trucks, when you're in it, if you run into a problem, all you need to do is press that button and it will send your designated person a message saying, hey, I'm in trouble. Same thing with this unit. This unit is a tracker, is completely waterproof, and it has your SOS button. All you need to do, push that button if you fall, push that button if you're lost, push that button in case of an emergency, you're being assaulted. You see some of these programs where the people fall and, oh my God, who's gonna help me? Well, this is a very close system to that, except that works in 2G. This works on a lot faster system. And not only that, it doesn't only work in your house. It works outside. People are going to be able to track you. And it's completely rechargeable. It also has your geofencing. It can be used for older folks that have Alzheimer's, dementia, or really need some type of help around the house. You can create a geofencing, and when they leave that fence, that invisible fence that we talked about before, it will sound. And we will let you know by text message or by phone call that your security has been breached, and you can now track the person and find out where the person is going. Do you want to talk a little bit about those?
This is the best unit that we have to throw inside a purse, mount to like a personal asset, put inside a laptop bag, like something personal that you want to track. This unit would be the perfect solution for that.
Okay. All right, next we're going to talk about this other unit. And this other unit was designed for dogs, for animals, for cats, for cows. We got 2 of them on a cow, you imagine that. So this unit comes with a belt that you put around this loops right here. And then you can put it around the dog. This unit has been built for medium to large dogs. Smaller dogs will not be able to wear this unit. And it's not that we're not being conscious about the smaller dogs, is that so far we have not been able to build a good enough unit that is small enough that will hold at least a 2-day supply of power. We only want to give you the best that is in the market. And right now, we're in the process of trying to come up with a technology that will have a lot smaller unit that a smaller dog will not feel like he's choking by carrying this unit here.
Also, I think it's important to say that this unit doesn't only have to be used on dogs. This unit can also be used as a personal tracker. You can go ahead, put it in your kid's book bag. You can put it on your belt clip, or you can throw it in the car and use it as a GPS unit that tracks just like any of our other GPS units.
And that's really the reason for having the SOS button on that unit. We also have this same unit, but a little smaller. And I don't have it here, but it's the identical unit, and think it's about 30% smaller than this. And it has a belt clip. And this unit is meant to put on your belt and carry it with you at all times. And they all, like I said, all the units that we have, basically they have an SOS button. And it's also waterproof. It will work as all our units. They will work on any condition. They work by cell, they work by satellite, so they will be fine in the rain, in storms. You'll be able to be tracked. Next, we have our version of iPhone, and it's a unit that is not waterproof. This unit has been meant to be carried in bags, in backpacks for your kids. Imagine nowadays you want your kids to be good kids, and you want to know where they're at all times. And units like this will give you just what you need. And there's a lot of reasons why we make different sizes and different shapes, is so you can fit them on different pockets, on different surfaces, etc. You can double side tape it if you want, even though we have magnet units. But
this unit right here also fits inside your wallet or purse comfortably. You can stick this inside a credit card wallet and be able to track your actual wallet, just in case that's either stolen or lost. It'll be a quick find with our mobile apps. You can track it right off of your computer or your mobile app. Really small unit, very long battery life.
And it really doesn't look like a GPS. It just looks like either a phone or something that you can just leave it somewhere and nobody will notice that it is a tracker. Our next unit is a unit that is a great unit for its use. It has a magnet in the back and is totally rechargeable. It's totally submergible, and it has a battery life of 2 years. And this unit could be used for containers, or if you want to track,
you want to throw it under
one of your employees or somebody, you throw it under the car, and the battery life on it is super. Not only that, if it's ever taken off or if it's ever dropped, it will give you an alert by text or by call that the unit has been removed or the unit has been dropped. I don't know what else you want to say about that unit.
It's a very discreet unit. It's black, has very high powered magnets under it. When you throw it under the car, it pushes this button and activates a drop sensor. When this unit is either removed or it falls off the car, you're instantly alerted when it drops, and obviously you're going to know exactly where this unit is so you could recover this unit. I think this is basically like a good all-around unit with a good battery life, and it has multi-purpose.
Yeah, it's easy. It doesn't need installation. It doesn't need antenna. Like our fleet units, you know, if you look at them in the back, they have our GPS satellite sensors and our telephone sensors, because all these units work through both satellite and telephone. So these units, when you install them in the car, it needs antennas and it needs wiring and stuff. Well, this unit doesn't need anything. Of course, if you're going to use it in an automobile on a daily basis and a permanent basis, we recommend that you use this versus this. But this, for what it is, it's a great unit. Then we have the Big Daddy. Same as this unit. It has a huge magnet in the back. It's connected. When it's let go, it reports. It's also waterproof. And the great part about this battery is that it lasts for 5 years. Mainly it's done for people that move containers or have very valuable merchandise on a specific box or something like that. You never have to touch it. You never have to charge it. When the life of the 5 year ends, this gets thrown out. It's not a super expensive battery. I mean, a super expensive GPS, but it is not chargeable. That's why the battery life is so long. And it's a great, for what it is, it's a great unit. We also have several other units that we're not going to bring to the table because it will be, I think it will be too lengthy of a program, and we want to be giving you updates with our new things that we have. We have coming, we have solar power, we have DVR units with 4 or 5 cameras that record and there are trackers, and we have a lot of things coming to the plate. But right now we wanted to give you a rundown on these units that are going to be so useful for you guys. And other than this unit, everything that you see here, waterproof. Everything that you see here has an SOS button. This has an SOS button, but it's not waterproof. All these units will be very helpful to you. All these units will be helpful to a business. Specifically, like we said, the 2 units of the auto, the 2 units of the fleet, the 2 units for the rentals, they're absolutely great. Will save you money, will keep your valuables secured. I think all of them will keep your valuables secured, but this in a specific will have a lot of value to your commercial vehicles, to your fleet vehicles, to the people that have dealers, to the people that have tow trucks, ambulance, taxis. The uses are great. The price, it's super. The coverage, untouchable. And the programs that we have are easy, they're not hard to do, and they're customizable, like Henry said at the beginning. And another thing that we need to touch bases on is the fact that all these units, we're going to guarantee them to you for as long as you have service with us or you're under a contract with us. If you have a problem, we'll take them out, we'll replace them. If you have a problem with one of the units, you send it back to us, we'll send you a new unit down. So we're going to be faithful to you as long as you are a customer. I want to say thank you for allowing us to go into your residence or your places of business and giving us an opportunity to explain to you our units. This gentleman's name is Henry Tarrio, and he is the CEO of the Miami division for Lunar GPS and the creator, or one of the creators, for the program that you're going to have, and it's such a great, super program. My name is Ernie Maldonado, and I'm saying goodbye to you, and again, thank you very much.
Thank you.
To receive a free brochure or more information, please call 844-273-5800 844-273-5169. Again, 844-273-5169, or visit our website at lunargpsforall.com.